Hello, first grade. Today we're going to be going over measurements. Specifically, we're going to be going over comparing one measurement to another measurement using non-standard units of measurement. Let's get started. So say we had one book, and that one book weighed about 20 jelly beans. We're just using jelly beans just for it doesn't really weigh 20 jelly beans. We're just using that in this for this occasion real quick. And then we had a pencil bag that was equal to about 10 jelly beans. Just for the sake of this experiment, we're going to say it equals 10 jelly beans. We know it doesn't really equal 10 jelly beans, but we're just going to say it does. So out of the two, given what information we have, which one would you say weighs the most? Is it the one that weighs only 10 jelly beans or the one that weighs 20 jelly beans? If you said that the book weighs more because it weighs 20 jelly beans, you'd be correct. Because they're both weighed with jelly beans. Therefore, we would know that if you needed 20 more or 10 more jelly beans to weigh out one book, that the book would be way more than a pencil bag. We could do this for, let's see, if we had one pencil, and we said that it weighed 5 jelly beans. And we had one pen that weighed 7 jelly beans. Out of the two, which one would weigh the most? Would it be the one that weighs 7 jelly beans or the one that weighs 5? If you said the one that weighs 7 jelly beans, you'd be correct, meaning that the pen would have more weight to it, therefore being the pen would be heavier than the pencil. Thank you. Hello, second grade. Today we're going to be going over measurements again, and we're going to be using non-standard units of measurements to compare objects to. Let's get started. So say for instance we had a pencil bag, and that weighed about one book. So it doesn't really weigh one book, but for this problem, we're just going to say that a pencil bag is equal to one book. We're going to weigh it out with a book. We're going to say they're equivalent in weight and that they have the same weight. And for this problem, we're going to also use a ruler. And now that ruler is 1/2 of a book. So it weighs half a book. A ruler weighs half a book, while a pencil bag weighs one book. Now, out of the two, which one do you think would weigh the most? Would it be the one that's weighed half a book or one book? Now, if you said that the pencil bag weighed more because it weighs one book, you'd be correct. Because that we're using the books to distinguish weight. And since it's one whole book, that means it's one whole book of weight that the pencil bag weighs. And the ruler only weighs 1/2 of that. So if it weighs half the weight that the pencil bag does, that means the ruler is half the weight of a pencil bag, meaning that the pencil bag weighs more than the ruler. Now, if we did another problem and we said a desk is equal to, we'll go 4 books. And we will use a computer, and that is equal to about 10 books. Now, which one would you say weighs the most? If you said computer, you'd be correct, because the computer weighs about 10 books and the desk weighs about 4 books. That's a 6-book difference in between the weight, meaning the computer will weigh a lot more than the desk. What we're introducing today is the concept of putting a weight or a measurement onto an object to weigh it out or to have a certain weight in it. Thank you.